What's up, guys? I'm back today with another Pocket GM21 video on the channel. And in today's video, we are back with episode 11 of our series on Pocket GM21. However, if you guys missed last episode, definitely make sure to go check that out. Before I say what happened, we ended up losing in the AFC Championship off a fumble and ended up kicking a game-winning kick in our own territory after we fumbled in our own territory. Not the greatest way we wanted to lose that one. But it's okay. We made a big improvement, made it to the playoffs, and we're able to make it all the way to the AFC Championship. Great way to start out that season. Great way to start out in the playoffs. You guys can check out Van Noy. We're going to bring him back. I'm expecting to bring him back. Let's actually see how long he wants a contract. He wants a 3-year deal. I might give him a 4-year deal. I potentially would like to give him like a 1 or 2 year deal, but I don't want to pay him a huge contract. But maybe we could give him a 2-year deal, give him a 2-year try, see what he did. He put up some good numbers, 4,200 yards, 28 touchdowns, 14 interceptions, 339 on the ground with 4 touchdowns, 3 fumbles, and he also had a pretty solid postseason with 5 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 883 yards. Pretty good postseason for him, pretty good regular season as well, and I'm definitely interested in bringing him back. We don't need a backup quarterback. We could probably draft someone in the 7th or 6th round, or you could pick up a quarterback if we really need to. Samalo's got to go. He was the one who fumbled in the postseason, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he had 2 fumbles in 3 games in the postseason and 3.2 a carry, and he averaged 2.9 a carry during the regular season. He's not coming back. Vaughn, 3.6 a carry. He's actually probably going to end up being a backup. If we look at free agency, there's no good running backs that I'd really be interested in bringing in. You guys can see this guy on Jacksonville. Had pretty good years, but he's getting up there, so he's probably declining. As well as this guy. This guy actually had a pretty solid year, but it looks like he was injured for a little bit or didn't play enough. Had a 1,000-yard year in his first year, but again, looks like he's going to be declining. So we're probably not going to bring someone in like that, and potentially maybe we'll pick someone up in the draft. We can check out some of the draft pool and see if there's potentially any running backs up here. So there's some top running backs, definitely some interesting players to pick up, but we may be looking at 1, potentially 2, at least 1 guaranteed. And we can definitely keep Vaughn as a backup. Maybe I'd like to keep him as a 3rd string guy, but we might be able to bring him in and keep him as our 2nd string guy. Darius Benjamin, we're going to have to give out a huge contract to him. He had a 1,000-yard season last year and 12 touchdowns. I think he led the league in fantasy points and receiving, I think, or he was 2nd, something like that. I completely forgot. I literally recorded this video yesterday, but I completely forgot already. Joe Carey, I do want to bring back as well. Going to need to bring him back. 824 yards, cannot complain. Good year for him as well. Going to be needing to offer him a good contract. We can bring this guy back. 22 years old, had 294 receiving yards. Not too bad on 27 receptions. No touchdowns. Check out his postseason, actually. 138 and 3 touchdowns. Cannot complain. Only missed 1 time that he was targeted. Definitely going to be interested in bringing him back. Our tight ends, I would love to bring in a new tight end. Our offensive line, I'm not too upset about. Obviously, some of these years are not going to be great. You guys can see this guy gave up 4 sacks, 13 TFLs is not horrible. 7 and 14 is not great. I've seen in the 20s, so 7 and 16. You might bring him back. This guy should be better. 1 and 4. That's more of what we're looking like. So maybe if we could pick up an offensive guard here in free agency. So there's someone out here. We could go out and spend a good amount of money and make an even bigger jump for next year. So maybe we'll go out, spend some big money on a new offensive guard. 84 overall. Let's check out his last year. 1 sack, 8 TFLs. Phenomenal. Injury rating 5. There's no reason. We should definitely go after him to sign him for our... Would he be a new starting guard? No, he would be the same overall as our guy right now. Center's good. Our defensive ends. Did anybody have a phenomenal year? This guy kind of average. 6 sacks, 3 forced fumbles is not bad. Potentially would be interesting bringing him back, but again, I don't really want to bring him back for $6.2 million a year. I feel like we could bring in someone else. This guy last year, 48.5, 5 sacks, 3 forced fumbles, 3 TFLs. Not too bad as well. Could bring him back on a 1 or 2 year deal. And then a defensive end for a backup. Probably didn't end up playing last year, so probably won't bring him back. Check out defensive tackles. We got our starter Moore, and then the 2 last guys really just too old to bring back on the team. Same with this linebacker. Probably not going to bring him back as well. Safeties, potentially bringing back. I might even bring back both of these guys, or one. Not 100% sure. This guy had 25 fantasy points, 1 forced fumble, 1 interception. This guy probably didn't play. We played 11 games. I think our starter was injured last year. I think this top guy was injured for a few games last year. Yeah, he only played 6 games, so he was injured for 11. So this guy played the 11 games. Not a great injury rating, so I might not bring him back. I do like his age, but again, his stats don't even look that great as well. More inclined to bring this guy back. Even his stats don't look phenomenal. Zone coverage and man coverage is actually pretty good for him. Yeah, so I'm definitely going to be interested in bringing him back. Marinko, Walker, and then maybe we can pick up a safety. So positions I definitely want to pick up. Sorry about cutting the video there, guys, but I am still sick, so I continue to cough in middle of these videos. So I do want to apologize, but I did have to cut the video there. But like I said, I'm actually happy with our cornerback group. Safety, I'd like to bring in another top safety and keep Walker as a backup potentially. Our linebackers, I'm okay with our top 4. We could definitely pick up another one later on in the draft, maybe for a backup. Defensive tackles, I'm happy with the top 2. We could definitely be interested in someone from free agency, someone a little bit cheaper, on the cheaper end to bring in for a 3rd string, and then maybe a backup as well. And then defensive end, we definitely want to... Did I want to bring back him? I don't think I did. I think we're going to let him go. We're going to let Jacob Irvin go. We have Herrera here, which is definitely good, pretty good. 21 years old, 1 year experience. Let's check out his year. Nothing great, but 80 overall. Hopefully he can develop a little bit more in the next 3 years. And then I would definitely be interested in bringing back... Actually, maybe we'll let both of these guys go. Check out this guy. I don't like his injury rating, so we're probably not going to bring him back. Yeah, so we might bring up this bottom guy. Probably not, honestly. I do not like any of these injury ratings. Way too injury prone for what we're looking for. So probably going to look for a ton of the ends, and we might even go defensive end in the top of the draft. We'll check out the board and see what is up there for defensive ends. So got this guy who's more of a run stopper. Definitely not too bad. In between this episode and the full offseason episode, which is going to be the next episode, I'm going to go through and scout all the players and look at some players that I'm looking at picking up. And so everybody will be scouted for our next draft, and I'll favorite some players that I'm definitely interested in picking up. Not really scouting, but just really looking over the players and figuring out who I really want to pick up. But this guy looks insane, but I imagine he'll probably go top of the draft. This guy looks solid as well. Can't complain about him. Same with this guy. Strength is a little low for me, but pass rusher, would love to bring him. So 3 defensive ends. We'd love to bring in a defensive end for probably our top pick. And then we definitely agreed on signing an offensive guard. And from there, potentially a tight end at the top of the draft would be great to bring in. This guy didn't have a great year, 288 yards. And Pagan, I do not think, had a great year as well. 453, 5 touchdowns. Not great, not terrible. He must have made Conference Bowl last year, maybe? Yeah, he must have made Conference Bowl, which is... I mean, I guess it's fine. We can probably bring him back. So maybe we will. Anyways, we'll move on from there. And we definitely need to bring out some big contracts for Darius Benjamin and Joe Carey. I'm probably going to give them both 4-year deals. So I'm hoping we might be able to lower that cap hit a little bit. And then Samalo's not coming back, and we have to offer big deals for Corey Vanoy as well. Potentially a 2-year deal, maybe probably 19.5 million, somewhere in that range. So we have probably about $40 million that we have right on the table here between Darius Benjamin, Joe Carey, and Corey Vanoy that we need to offer. Probably about $40 million. That'll bring us a little bit, probably about 115. So we'll have another almost $100 million in cap space to make some moves with in the offseason. And we'll probably bring back all of our coaches. I don't mind bringing these guys back. We're definitely going to be looking at maybe a defensive scout, probably a defensive end. And we'll go from there. So there is our quick little off-season game plan. Checking out what our plan is for the off-season. Next episode, like I said, will be 100% with the full off-season. We'll make signings. We'll do all that stuff. I might sign some players off-screen and then show you guys who I signed, and then we'll do the draft in that video. So, like I said, I will also have all those players favorited, so I know exactly have a game plan for the draft as well. So that's pretty much going to be it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys enjoyed last season, I had so much fun playing it, and I'm glad we were able to make it all the way to the AFC Championship. We'll see if we can get any better this year. I feel like we got a little lucky, and everybody just played very well in the postseason, so who knows if we're going to make it as far, but I definitely want to make some improvements to this team. I'm happy with where we are so far and how we've progressed, and it's only up from here. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed this series. I've enjoyed it so much. I have so much fun playing this game, and it's fun to be able to make YouTube videos on it, so cannot wait to make another video on this game. And if you guys haven't downloaded the game, definitely pick it up. I cannot recommend this game enough to pick up. It's so much fun. I forget what it costs, $3.99, $2.99, $4.99, something like that. It's nothing crazy. And then if you also do get the game, I feel like I'm just doing an ad for this game. But if you do get the game, hop in the Reddit and definitely get the beta, because we're on the beta right now, and with all the new updates and restructuring contracts and franchise tags and all that stuff. So if you guys do get the game, get the beta, and also hop in the Reddit and look at some of the Reddit stuff, the stuff there on Reddit. So anyways, that's going to be it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys did enjoy, and I will see you guys in the next video.